it's kind of funny. I've been asked that a lot. Like, what does your day-to-day look like, Pej? A lot of times where there's a lot of conflict resolution that I have to do over the phone with people. At age now where, those things are very important. I want to avoid anything from strokes to heart attacks to anything, to cancer. I've already had cancer once, so I survived. So yeah, I was on my buddy's podcast the other day. His name's Chris Cox. He wanted to, as an interventionist, he wanted me to come on there and just talk about myself, what I do, what my day-to-day looks like. And, it's kind of funny. I've been asked that a lot. Like, what does your day-to-day look like, Pej? My day-to-day, there's never a dull moment, that's for sure. I got the sober livings. I got a bunch of people that, that place kind of runs itself because the people that live in the sober livings, the ones that run it, were former residents that just carry the vision and they know the culture. But my day-to-day, like starting a fresh new week, is usually catching up on phone calls, texts, emails, all that stuff. Lots of different people that have a loved one that's struggling. Just seeing how I can be effective in their lives. There's a lot of times where there's a lot of conflict resolution that I have to do over the phone with people. A lot of people that are dealing with people in psychosis, their loved ones. People that don't know what to do about their loved one because the loved one doesn't want help or is in total denial or just totally out of their mind. So there's just no way of really talking to that person. Sometimes it just becomes a coaching thing where I'm coaching them and talking to them about, are you enabling? Are you keeping them in your house? Are you housing this person? I don't necessarily want people to kick people out that are in full-blown psychosis. So when I'm talking to them, we try to explore options on how to try to get that person leveled and to a point where they are willing and open to knowing that they have a problem. A lot of times we do a lot of filming, both on the podcast, both for my YouTube channel, to educate, to raise awareness, to be able to have our voice be heard and let people know that people get better. I myself I'm in recovery 16 and a half years, and I have surrounded myself around a lot of people that are really about this way of life too, that are serious about their recovery. So we are there trying to be effective in other people's lives that might be on the fence, might be in relapse mode, might be chronic relapsers. So my day-to-day is constantly always busy, never a dull moment. And then, I also have a girlfriend. I have her family. I have my own family. I like to be there for them. Self-care is of great importance. I've got to take care of myself. I want to be able to make it to the gym every single day. I need to stay hydrated. I need to watch my diet, eat well. I'm at an age now where, those things are very important. I want to avoid anything from strokes to heart attacks to anything, to cancer. I've already had cancer once, so I survived. But I just want to be able to, do well for myself and pay attention to myself. Meditation and prayer are of great importance. They start at the top of the morning and they go into the bottom of the evening, upon awakening, and when I retire at night. Where am I with my Creator? I'm a deep believer in God. Used to call it many other things like higher power and such, but I'm just a God. I'm all about God. Like, God saved me. God brought me from the gates of hell and got me into the path of recovery. God placed angels in my path, and so I just try to do for others just as was done for me. And then there's a lot of writing that's involved in my life. I want to finish up my book, put that out, but also write other stuff too. And on top of that, I do other projects. I in the process of having my coaching business take off, companion business to take off. I do a lot of interventions. I do private coaching already as it is, but I'm working with some people and trying to be able to do a lot of family coaching and individual coaching and coaching for adolescents families, things like that. It's all about helping. I'm in the field of helping people and just trying to get them to understand that your loved one doesn't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer. Let's try and explore options on how to get you the help that you need.